The sun shines brightly in the garden.
The sun shines brightly in the garden.
She picks flowers from the garden.
She picks flowers from the garden.
They play in the garden after school.
They play in the garden after school.
The birds fly around the trees.
The birds fly around the trees.
I trim the bushes once a week.
I trim the bushes once a week.
The grass grows quickly in the spring.
The grass grows quickly in the spring.
He plants new seeds in the soil.
He plants new seeds in the soil.
We enjoy sitting in the garden on sunny days.
We enjoy sitting in the garden on sunny days.
The flowers bloom in the early summer.
The flowers bloom in the early summer.
She waters the flowers every day.
She waters the flowers every day.
I rake the leaves in the fall.
I rake the leaves in the fall.
The bees buzz around the flowers.
The bees buzz around the flowers.
The children run and play on the lawn.
The children run and play on the lawn.
The trees provide shade in the hot weather.
The trees provide shade in the hot weather.
I plant vegetables in the garden every year.
I plant vegetables in the garden every year.
The garden looks beautiful in the morning.
The garden looks beautiful in the morning.
We have a bird bath in the garden.
We have a bird bath in the garden.
My dog loves to lie in the garden.
My dog loves to lie in the garden.
The flowers smell wonderful in the spring.
The flowers smell wonderful in the spring.
The vegetables grow quickly in the summer.
The vegetables grow quickly in the summer.
He builds birdhouses in the garden.
He builds birdhouses in the garden.
I see butterflies in the garden often.
I see butterflies in the garden often.
The wind blows gently through the garden.
The wind blows gently through the garden.
The garden gets plenty of sunlight.
The garden gets plenty of sunlight.
She picks ripe tomatoes from the garden.
She picks ripe tomatoes from the garden.
The grass needs mowing every 2 weeks.
The grass needs mowing every 2 weeks.
I remove weeds from the garden regularly.
I remove weeds from the garden regularly.
The roses bloom every year in June.
The roses bloom every year in June.
We plant new flowers in the spring.
We plant new flowers in the spring.
The garden is full of colorful flowers.
The garden is full of colorful flowers.
I harvest fruits from the garden in the fall.
I harvest fruits from the garden in the fall.
The garden looks different every season.
The garden looks different every season.
I decorate the garden with small statues.
I decorate the garden with small statues.
We grow herbs in the garden.
We grow herbs in the garden.
The trees change color in the autumn.
The trees change color in the autumn.
The vegetables taste fresh from the garden.
The vegetables taste fresh from the garden.
I clean the garden tools after use.
I clean the garden tools after use.
We see many birds in the garden in the morning.
We see many birds in the garden in the morning.
The garden has many paths for walking.
The garden has many paths for walking.
My cat loves to explore the garden.
My cat loves to explore the garden.
We enjoy having a picnic in the garden.
We enjoy having a picnic in the garden.
The flowers need water every evening.
The flowers need water every evening.
I use mulch to protect the plants.
I use mulch to protect the plant.
I prune the rose bushes every spring.
I prune the rose bushes every spring.
The garden feels peaceful and calm.
The garden feels peaceful and calm.
I watch the squirrels play in the garden.
I watch the squirrels play in the garden.
I love to watch the birds build nests in the trees.
I love to watch the birds build nests in the trees.
I plant new seeds every season.
I plant new seeds every season.